myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome to Refuse to Lose, a weekly special. We are so excited about today's episode. We're going to be talking about the NFC East continually, about the Washington Commanders. All right, we're going to put some respect on this team's name today. All right, so we got two special guests. We got one coming on the back end. All right, but the first person we got, he's not a stranger to the show. He's been on the show multiple times. He's a huge Commanders fan. We got my man Mark. What's up, Mark?
What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then last but not least, he's been on the show before for the Super Bowl special. You see, he's representing with the Commanders. Got the new Commanders shirt. That's not WFT, y'all. That's Washington Commanders logo. All right.
Yes,
we got
sir.
my man Mike. What's up, Mike?
What's good, Joe, man? How you doing, bro?
Awesome. I'm doing good. All right. So before we get started, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share this video with somebody that you know personally that can come on and watch with us live. Also use the comment section, leave a comment. We can see all the comments you guys are putting down. We appreciate the feedback. Keep the feedback coming throughout the show. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. All right. So we're gonna kick it off with my man Mark. All right. And all season is winding up. We in training camp right now. And we are approaching the preseason. So we're going to grade the offseason. So, Mark, I want you to give us a letter grade for the Washington Commanders this offseason.
All right, offseason, I'm going to give the Commanders A-. Offseason reasons. Because outside of signing the draft picks, which is, I think they really hit this draft. So, with the receivers and running back. So, they really, and the backup, the third-round quarterback. All season, boom. That was three big pickups in the draft. And some sleepers in the fourth and sixth round. Also, nobody got hurt yet. That's Redskins notorious for getting hurt in the all season. So that right there is another reason. So about training camp, we had one player tear his ACL. Honestly, I don't even know. I can't even remember his name right now. But he was really like a practice squad player, so it ain't like it's really gonna affect the roster. And then they signed Carson Wentz. That was a big pickup. A lot of people probably don't like Carson Wentz, but overall, Carson Wentz is not a bad quarterback, and it's better than what we had for the past since Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
They re-signed Terry McLaurin, and they didn't overspend on Terry McLaurin. They gave him a great salary, making him top 10, top 7 really in the NFL as receivers. They O-linemen getting healthier. And then we retained a lot of the same people that we had when we were the number 2 defense as well. A couple years since 2020. So it was we looking good. I think we have a lot of production out of our second-year players. Strength and conditioning coach got our players looking like really, really good. They're helping. They look healthy. So we got a lot of people come back off, rehabbing right now in training camp. But yeah, that's about. I'm gonna say an A-.
A-. Yeah. All right, A-. Okay, all right. That's almost an A+. That's good. All right.
Yeah, I mean we didn't sign a linebacker, a big linebacker. That's the reason why I'm not giving us an A+. We would have signed a linebacker, that would have been A+ stuff. But yeah, because we didn't sign a linebacker, I feel like we ain't fill Landon. We got to fill Landon Collins' shoes as well. So that took off the A and the A+.
Okay, all right. So Mike, talk to me. Give me a letter grade for the all season.
Oh man, he actually been genuine with that A-. I would think more like a B+. I mean, I like that draft. Picking up Doxson from Penn State. I mean, that guy's going to show us something. I mean, that dude got some wheels. He got good route running. I'm looking forward to seeing what he could do on the field. Like you said, we got all our pieces back, especially the sign of Terry McLaurin. I was getting kind of worried because they was holding off to the last minute. Because I was ready to say, if they were going to let that man walk, I'm done being Washington. If they let him walk, I'm done being a Washington fan. I just can't. But no, like you said, I feel like we was missing a big linebacker out of that mix. Like I said, another thing, this off season, like you said, we're getting everybody back. So, like I said, I'm going to give it an A-. I would think more of a B+. I mean, it was some positive, but we still got some holes we need to fill moving forward.
All right. So me, I would say I would give the whole off season a C. Tell you the truth, a C, because we didn't really make no big moves. I know we did. We did a good job keeping a few guys. Like we kept Terry McLaurin, which is big. We resigned Bobby McCain, which I thought was big too. I like him. And then with the linebacker position, I think about that we lost Landon Collins and Unitas also, but I figured that they're counting on the rookie from last year, Davis from last year to step up. Right, but you got Holmgren playing the middle linebacker position, so I think that's going to be big. I like Holmgren. I was telling Mark that the other day. I think the second half of last season he played really good. I know Dak Prescott remember him well from that pick six he threw when he played all right. But and also I think that the draft was I get a draft of B- because we addressed like some needs, like especially the wide receiving position. That's one thing Terry McLaurin been not crying, but screaming about. He needs some help, and then we did that. We got Dawson, and which they saying that he's been looking like our best weapon in training camp so far. That's how good he's been looking. They say he's been exceeding his expectations so far in training camp. The way he handles the media also he's a professional. I love everything I'm hearing about him so far. Like I'm excited to see him in McLaurin, And then I was looking at his stuff from Penn State. He was the only person they had for real. He was like the only person they had. Legit, like he was like a one-man show. So imagine with him and McLaurin, that's gonna be scary because McLaurin has been a one-man show with us. Right. So I would give it a C. We didn't really make the most major thing we did was get Dawson and keep McLaurin, but we didn't like attract a big free agent. So that's why I didn't want to make it an A. But the draft I will give it a B-. I will give it a B-.
You don't give Carson a big. You don't think that's a big?
Oh yeah, sorry, Carson Wentz. So that was the biggest move, right? You're right. You know what? With the I'm tripping, Mark. With the Carson Wentz move, I mean, yeah, B-. I'll say B- on that, right? Because, and then I love what we gave up to get him. We barely gave up. We didn't give up no first rounders. We did like the Colts gave up a lot to get him, and we didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? So it was like we gave up a second round thing. Like we supposed to swap a third round.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, so it wasn't a lot. So, and the reward is high. Plus the salary, a lot of people was killing us by his salary. I'm like, compared to these quarterbacks today, his salary ain't that high for real. So
exactly.
Capital per year.
Exactly. So it was like people beat us up for that move. I'm like, y'all tripping. Like, do y'all realize our quarterback situation since we didn't have Kirk Cousins? So the fact that we have a legit quarterback that's talented. And you put talent around him, I know people gonna beat up on him about his mental. We're gonna get on that, but it was a great pickup. I think he's in a great position. Our culture is good because of Ron Rivera. I get the organization is going through a lot. We understand that, but we talking about the locker room. The locker room is solid. There's no drama. We even heard any drama in the locker room since Ron Rivera has been there. You know, so yeah, I'm excited about this season.
And then when it comes to like even that situation, the organization, all that stuff tied back to Bruce Allen days and all the people that he had underneath him. And once he got rid of Bruce Allen, he started cleaning the house. And when he started cleaning the house, people started telling. So I mean, I'm not saying Dan Snyder. I'm not really opposed to him selling a team, or I don't really. It's not that serious. I feel like he wasn't really a part of Washington. I feel like he just had the money, and Bruce Allen was controlling everything. So I mean, once he found out, you see the way Bruce Allen exited when they first got fired in the game. They parted separate ways. They didn't say anything, nothing. They just walked away like it was, So it was a bunch of bad blood, and then after that happened, you start hearing all these reports. So I mean, that's what's going on. So I mean, Dan Snyder taking the heat of it now, but I mean, I don't even think he was involved in some of the. I mean, he wasn't involved in a lot of the stuff that was executives underneath. So
but Bruce Allen was his guy though.
Bruce Allen was his guy, and that was the bad part.
And he knew what was going on too. It's not like he knew. I mean, he's responsible because it's his organization.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the more Dan Snyder has to deal with that, the less he has to deal with inside the organization. Exactly. I feel like anytime Dan touches the football team, it just goes the opposite way. It's like he's kryptonite to the Commanders. It sucks to say that your own owner is like the plague of your team, but
like the thing is, like they said, but I feel like I gave our team an A- all season because I really do. I mean, I don't know if y'all watch college like that, but like the players that they picked up are really good players. Even the running back from Alabama,
yeah,
he's gonna be a good backup for like carrying a rock, and we still got J.D. McKissick. And then on top of all that, we have another safety. Percy Butler. I mean, he if you watch him play, he's not a bad safety. He probably ranked like 9th, I guess, among safeties. And that's we saw how wrong those draft grades be. So I mean, he was a good player. But we was solid. I think the draft was solid, and we got the D tackle to pick. I mean, we can replace Ioannidis. You always do. I mean, we got the good coach and everything. So Snyder ain't got to worry about. He just got to worry about that court situation, the hearing that he has to go virtual. Outside of that, Robert Berman doing a good job handling the scene.
Yeah, I think Ron. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead. I was agreeing.
Like I think Ron Rivera, since he's there, I think one of his demands of being there is have control of the team. So I don't think Daniel Snyder is gonna get involved at all. Cause don't forget, man, I like Ron Rivera. We talked this earlier. Dwayne Haskins, as soon as he acted up, Ron Rivera got him out of there. Right, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Dwayne Haskins. Right. Also, the DC, he made those comments. Ron Rivera found him. It wasn't Daniel Snyder. It was Ron Rivera that was responsible for that. So he's all about fixing his culture. And then the fact that we don't have any issues in our locker room after all the scandal that's still going on outside of us, that's good. So I think Wentz is in a great situation. Like people keep saying, oh, he's been bottle fed with these QB coaches. Right? He's a veteran QB now. Like I mean, like come on, he's a grown man.
Well, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Honestly, when we picked up Wentz, I was a little skeptical about him. Just like when we got the name Commanders, I was like, "What?" Out of all the people we could have grabbed, we grabbed Wentz, all because of his past history. But if we look at his last season with the Colts, it wasn't really even that bad of a season. Granted, I mean they got knocked out by the Jags in that awful game against the Jags last season. But his QBR rating.
Yeah, but you got to realize that goes all the way back to Andrew Luck. They haven't beat they haven't beat Jacksonville.
I was getting ready to comment on that. I was going to say that they never beat them in Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, they struggled. So
I mean that's
good point.
But I mean overall throughout that whole offseason, that whole regular season of the 2021 season, he was healthy. He's been plagued with injuries back when he was in Philly, so he really hasn't potentially played a full season. And then, like I said, his QBR rating was like a 95. I mean, it's not bad nor good, but it's decent enough where he was able to put his team in a position to win. And then his touchdown to interception ratio was pretty good. I mean, it was 27-7. I mean, Taylor Heineke was throwing like he was like double digits. Yeah, he was like double digits in interceptions. So like I had to take that into consideration. Like, okay, you know, he's a better option than, you know, what we had with Taylor Heineke. Not saying that Taylor Heineke didn't come into that role and did his thing for those 2 seasons, because he actually put on a show. A lot of people was, you know, shocked at what Taylor Heineke could do. You know, so when Wentz, now since we have Wentz, like Joe was saying, we have like a true legit, you know, starting quarterback or number one moving forward. Like I say, it just took time to get used to, but I mean, I feel like he's the right, you know, guy for the job. But I will put this out there: this past 2 weeks of training camp, it has raised my eyebrow. This guy has thrown a lot of picks, and like within the past 2 weeks of this training camp, we just starting. Because I've been reading about how the defense is on like high right now. You know, they really pumped. They really, you know, got a mean swag to them. So I'm kind of a little skeptical. Maybe it's just because he's getting used to the offense. He's understanding the tendencies with his receivers. You know, it's new to him. I don't know, but that's kind of scary. He's already throwing, you know, picks, and 3 of them was like pick 6 in the training camp. So,
I like that point, but you got to look at it this way too. It is like a new system. It's not like the Colts and it's not like the Eagles. It's a different system. Mm-hmm. Then on top of that, our defense is not bad. It was a bad year last year. Defense is bad. And the fact that Wentz went 27, he had 20 more touchdowns than he had picked. So the fact that he was 27-7 means he is careful with the ball. I think even with his bad year with Philly, I think he threw like 12 picks.
Mm-hmm. He did, yeah, because he ain't throw a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, he ain't throw a lot of touchdowns, but like he's kind of careful with the ball, and just because he is careful with the ball and the way that the defense is playing defense like that against someone that's careful with the ball, you should be super excited about the defense. You really should be excited about the defense. We ain't
most definitely
of last year, so I'm not even gonna put that on Wentz because this is training camp. He got to get it out. Like he got to learn. He got to see what receivers not the same. We got better receivers than they used to. They come off breaks different. They faster and they got a better good catch range. So it's like you still got to get used to stuff. And it's only like day 3 or day 4 in training camp with pads.
Right.
So
See the he threw those picks with no pads. You know, he threw those picks in that training camp. And they said the defense got the best of the offense. But like they said, new system, everyone stuff. But the first day with pass, he looked good. They said the offense looked great in the first day of pass. That's what he said. You know, so and then it's different with the pass on. Mentally, it's different. You know, listen to him. He said Logan Paulson, right? He said, man, I'm still mad that time he fumbled when we had RG3 at the end of the game. But anyways, he said that with pass on, you gotta physically prepare yourself, so it's different the way you approach the game. So that offense looked good with the pass on. And he will get comfortable, man. And like Mark said, he don't have an interception issue. He has a fumbling issue. That's why Skip called him bouncing to him Wentz, because he always fumbling.
Walking to him Wentz.
Walking to him. He says bouncing to him. But yeah. All right, since we on Wentz, right? Before we do that, make sure y'all like this. Well, first of all, Dimitri, I do trust him. I really do. And then last thing, sorry. Mike, you said when you first got the news, you was like, See, I wasn't like that. My reaction was I was in this way. I was like, we couldn't get Russ. We couldn't get such and such. Because I knew we tried, but it just wouldn't work. And he was I was happy we didn't get Mitchell Trubisky. That's what I thought we were gonna get. I was so afraid of that. Come tell we got Fitzpatrick last year, then we're gonna get Mitchell Trubisky. So we got Wentz. I'm like, he was the best available, and what we gave up to get him wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. That's why I'm excited about it, because it's like it's a good trade-off for Taylor Heineke. And we still got Taylor Heineke back there with the rookie quarterback who's going to be watching both of them. So who's going to be our future, So I'm excited, man.
Like I said, I mean, again, I had to. Like, it took time, but I feel a lot comfortable understanding, where he is now compared to where he was before. Moving forward, and like you said, I in that sense, I would have rather had Rodgers, Wilson, or Watson. But once but once Rodgers was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this big contract where damn near when he retires, he's still a Packer. You know what I mean? After he retires, he's still getting paid. So it's like, oh well, that's gone. And then when Wilson made it clear he wasn't coming to Washington, I was just like, oh well, it is what it is. Then we had Watson sitting there, but he had so many offers. It was like a lot of other people had better offers than what we're going to give him. So, like you said, he was the best fit for the team. Like I said, so it just took time to get used to him. But I feel comfortable with him now. So we'll see.
Yeah, wait the preseason to get a glimpse.
Oh, rookie got a cannon. I mean, he got a cannon. Taylor Heineke looked little around him, so it's like just having a big quarterback is like it's big for us.
It is though. We had Taylor Heineke, bro. Like
because we got good O linemen. Our O line is really good. Like we plug and play. We playing spades. Like they shuffling like spade games. Like and you don't even know it, and we just still deliver. The O line do. So they're big. And Taylor Heineke so little, and it's not like he Drew Brees or nothing like that. But I mean, he did good for us. I mean, I'm happy we still have him as a backup.
Well, hopefully our offensive coordinator can get out of that little complacent conservative mindset and
look. Our offensive coordinator is great. You know why? Because we had quarterbacks that went to the playoffs.
Yeah, like Scott Turner. He like I think he has a good scheme and all that. It was the wrong QB, man.
Had the wrong QB. You can't throw
the wrong QB.
You can't throw them type of plays out there with Mark Sanchez. You feel me? Like so we had to. Like I mean, I feel like we got then even getting ready. We got Taylor Heineke coming out of virtual school. And we picked him up and he was 20-32 out there against Tampa Bay. We almost beat Tampa in the wild card.
We picked up a student from DeVry University.
So so it's like. And then, it's like our quarterback coach. That's all on our quarterback coach because how good he is. They can't talk bad about the quarterback coaches. We doing this with somebody that was in virtual learning at a school. And, what's going on? Like, now we got Wentz. Wentz is,
won 7 games with DeVry University alumni.
He was DeVry University?
No, only they still in business. All right.
My man missed an exam to be in a football game.
Exactly right. My man, look, after the playoff game, they said, "What you gonna do now?" I mean, I'm gonna study. I got to study. I'm like, dang, man was just play against Tom Brady. Right. All right, so let's go. Yeah, he did. He did beat Tom Brady. All right, so look, speaking of wins, that's our next topic. But before we do that, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share this video with somebody that y'all know personally so they can come on and watch with us live. All right. Leave a comment. All right. I can feel the hate coming very soon, right?
It's coming.
But leave a comment. We can see all the comments you guys. I put it down, and we appreciate you when you are active with us. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So, our next question, the next topic, I should say, right? We're gonna go kick it off to you, Mike. So. It's a lot of stuff about Wentz, man. Like everything I listen to is about Wentz mental. That's all we hear. Right? So now, will Wentz make a mental hurdle? Like, is he going to jump that hurdle of that mental, that mental block he had that everybody keeps saying he had, which I believe he has? Will he overcome that this year?
I believe so. Again, he has the right offensive scheme for him. I feel like this was the right home for him. I feel like he's going to gel a lot better than where he was before. Plus, he got the receivers that he needs to make those plays. My issue is just being injury prone. I mean, he did play a whole season last season, but again, he should be okay. Yeah, man, I feel like he's in the right direction. He's in the right place. I don't see him having any setbacks. If there is a setback, I mean, we gotta start questioning, man. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, man. Listen, nobody gives the Eagles crap for making the playoffs last year by beating all sorry teams to get to the playoffs. They haven't beaten out
On
one.
top of that,
Huh?
Jalen Hurts went 5 for 25 against the same quarterback on defense. That's the worst playoff team ever.
Exactly.
That is the worst playoff team.
So the fact that y'all people over, like when it comes to the Commanders, right? It's always the worst case scenario to people. They always lay out the worst part, the worst. We made a playoffs. Granted, it was 2020. But is anybody going to take Tom Brady's ring away? He won the Super Bowl that year. On the first year.
Nope.
We're not going to do that. Are we going to take away the fact that the Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl that year? They didn't make it. They didn't make it after that. The year after that. Are we going to take it? We're not going to do that. So give us our credit. We made the playoffs. No, even though it was a COVID season, I get that. But look at our quarterback position. We started like 4 quarterbacks that year, and one of our quarterbacks got released because he went to the strip club. You know, so. And we had a quarterback with one leg. Like for real.
Right.
So,
we were so hampered, you know. They don't understand. Like
so yeah, we were 7-9 last year without our starting quarterback once again. Our quarterback got hurt in the first half of the first game. We had Taylor Heineke, who went to DeVry University studying, and he took us to 7 games, and we beat some decent teams along the way. But when you look at the Eagles, no disrespect to the Eagles, but I'm gonna have to disrespect y'all. They ain't beating out one good team last year, but when they got to the playoffs, they got blown out by Tampa Bay when we lost by 8. So how are we the worst NFL playoff team in NFL history? But nobody holds the Eagles accountable, nothing like that. But let me not talk to the people in the comments. Like, let me focus on the topic. All right, okay.
Yeah, we're them Eagles fans. I need them to come in and comment on this.
All right.
Don't talk about they played Nate Seffield. So what? We
right.
Come on now, look who we had.
All
right,
so,
that's good.
So yeah, Carson Wentz, right? I think Carson Wentz will. First of all, they set my man up. They trying to rattle my man. All right. When you look at the schedule, they are legit testing Carson Wentz mental, y'all.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all noticed this on the schedule. Think about this. These dudes, right? Hold on. These comments coming in like crazy.
Right? Yeah, right. Look at it.
All right.
Flies, bro.
He said, well, yeah. All right.
There you go.
All right. So look, who did? So look, you talking about the most mentally, like he got to be mentally tough to get to the schedule, y'all. Look at all the pressure is on him. The first game of the season. We got to play this team that everybody keeps saying we folded, that he folded to, which I believe, the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? But look at this, though. We got a 3-game stretch, which is crucial to the Commanders and Wentz. We got to play Indianapolis, all right, where he just came from. And then the next game, we play Kirk Cousins. He's making his homecoming. We play him in Washington. And then the game after that, we got to go to Philly and play them. So he's like 3 weeks in a row, he's playing these games that are going to have big storylines. You know, so I do think he will jump this hurdle because the reason why, number one, the talent we got. I believe we had the best skill players he's had since he was an MVP candidate. All right. I like Dawson. I like McLaurin. I like what's the other guy named the Dreads?
Curtis Samuels.
Well, Samuel, not him. Samuels. I forgot about him.
You talk about De'Ami Brown?
Not that Brown. Who?
Cam Sims.
Yeah, Cam Sims, right? Cam Sims, right? Also, I love our tight end Logan Thomas. I love Logan Thomas, man. He's a beast, all right? I like Thomas. Antonio Gibson. Y'all notice he lost some weight too. He lost some weight because he's trying to avoid those hamstring injuries and played it throughout the whole season, you know. and he got another year on his belt as a running back. People forget he was a wide receiver in college, so he's still adjusting to that running back position. He's only going to get better. All right.
Yep.
And like Mark said, we got McKissick right after him. So we got some good skilled players. And on top of that, we have a good coacher. We have a good coach. I'm not even reading his comments. I'm just like, let him show up. Right? All right, I'll read it after I'm talking. I'm not talking, I'll read it. But so yeah, I think that he will, because you look at last year, he played good. Like you said, we on about his injuries, right? We are. This dude against the Rams at the end of the game literally injured both of his ankles. Like, how did that happen? Both his ankles came back the next game and played the rest of the season. He didn't miss not one game all year. So I believe he will be durable, right? He will be available. And this is an opportunity. I think through that stretch, he's gonna play well. I got him winning all 4 of those games I mentioned. And then when that happens, confidence gonna be boosted. The media's gonna be on his side now. You know how the media goes. They wishy-washy. So I think he will jump this hurdle this year.
Winning trumps all. That's all we got. Winning trumps all. It's going to shut the Dan Snyder stuff up and all that.
Yeah.
Winning trumps all. And I'm reading the comments, boy, y'all Eagles fans out there tonight. Okay.
Yeah. We'll see on week 3.
Man, look.
We'll see week 3.
You take out all the quarterbacks. We got the second best roster, in my opinion. Second best, right? We probably right there with the Cowboys. The Cowboys actually took a hit this offseason. So the Eagles do have the best roster. I give you that. But the fact that you say we 4th place, that's all trolling, because there's no way you can give me a convincing way how the Giants are better than us. We have better skill players than them. We have better. You might say Saquon, but he's injury prone. He's injury prone. The Giants don't have an offensive line. It was just terrible. And our defense is better than the Giants. They got some good defenders over there. And then Daniel Jones, I mean, what has he proven? And Daniel Jones hasn't proven nothing. Jalen Hurts hasn't proven nothing. But we know Wentz done something before. So has Dak Prescott. But Jalen Hurts and Josh can't even think of his name, right? Are not even proven. So the fact that we're looking at Jalen Hurts at his high, we believe he's gonna hit his high. What about his low? It's low. I know Kevin said Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor's better than him right now. That's not his floor. His floor is not Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is better than Jalen Hurts today, to me, right? He's better than Jalen Hurts today. So we wait for the season start. Go ahead, Mark. Get me hot, man.
Yeah, I mean, just because of the first stretch of the game, we do pop off. We do pop off when we play Jacksonville, the team that they say he notoriously, got killed in.
Yeah.
Team played bad overall. The whole team played bad. It was not just Wentz. Once even threw a couple passes that was dropped by the receivers, the whole team played bad.
Thank you, Tomo.
But Hurts is terrible. Daniel Jones is terrible. I give Dak his credit. But, will he make that mental leap? Yes, I believe he will make that mental leap. Everyone is giving Washington a record of Carson Wentz not being, not making that
exactly.
mental leap. You giving the 7 or 8 games. We had that without him.
Right.
And now he got another receiver. The defense gonna be back. The defense back. You really think I'm pushing it when I say we can get a 10 or 11 wins? I'm pushing it though. But if Wentz is all in it, 100% mentally, he can easily get 12, 13 games if Wentz is really in it. But he won't be like. I mean, I know he do fumble like crazy. If he can get that together, we'll be all right. I really do got to win 10 or 11 games this year. This is just because I think Wentz gonna be in it enough to get us in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I say the same thing. I actually got them going 11 wins as well, 11-6. I either got us taking first place or second place. Either way, we're going to either take a wild card spot or we're going to host a divisional game. I don't see anything less than that. And I'm also basing that off the strength of our schedule. So keep in mind, if you look at the strength of schedule between Washington and, unfortunately, them Cowgirls, they have the easiest schedule this season. So it's to me, I feel like it shouldn't be no mediocre season or less than 500. If it's less than 500, we got some talking to do. We got to question what went wrong and what happened. This is supposed to have been the season to rebound off of from what we've done the past 2 seasons during COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have them going less than 11 games. I mean, if anything, 10. Like you were saying, 11-6 or 10-7.
Man,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Carson
Mike.
talking about the Bengals game when he got hurt. Y'all, you don't realize Chase Young hit him. He did not score.
Right. Right.
He got smacked.
He got smacked.
They did not score. How
Right.
you not give us the same team? How you not gonna give us that? Like that don't even make like some stuff. It ain't like he got hurt on like a freak play. It was no freak play. He tried to dive in the end zone
and he got cooked.
Chase was right there.
Man, I feel like some of y'all Commanders, man, we just respond to the comments all day, right? So
Right.
I want to respond to 2 comments. I want to find this right here. All right. You said that we were the worst NFL playoff team in NFL history. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But nobody's talking about the Eagles last year. Name one good team they beat last year. If y'all can name me one good team the Eagles beat last year, I would shut up. You said we at least had you just said we had one good win. Give me one good win the Eagles had. We at least had one good win without our starting quarterback. This is their starting quarterback they had all year, except for like one game, and they won that game without him against the Jets. That's another sorry team. So don't give me that. And the fact that we're gonna win 6 or 7 games max,
6 or 7 games. Wow.
that's just you just trolling.
Wow.
So we won 7 games with Taylor Heineke, and he missed a game. So Taylor Heineke didn't even play the whole season. We still had 7 wins, and we replaced him with Wentz, add another legit receiver next to McLaurin, and we're gonna have less games than we had last year. That's just straight trolling right there. That's all I'm saying. That's like right there. That's credibility loss right there. Credibility loss right there. Right.
And the thing is, I said 12, 13. I said if Wentz is mentally high. Wentz is, if he get back to that Philly season, if it's mentally right there, 12 and 13 wins is not out of the question. That's why I said what I said. I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does happen, we're there. Like that's where we at. So I mean, that's why I said that. Not saying it's going to happen, but Wentz is not a bad quarterback at all.
No, he's not.
Like, he really, Nick Foles, curry job, but Carson Wentz took you out to the championship that year.
Sure. Nick just finished it off.
Yeah, he just finished
it.
Man, look, they made the playoffs of being a wild card team. They had 9 wins, and we had 9 wins. That's all that matters. We both had 9 wins. We didn't get in winning 7 games or 6 games as a division leader. We won 9 games. I don't care if we won the division, we got in. That's the whole point I'm making. But we the worst. We the worst NFL playoff team in NFL history. But we didn't get blown out. We didn't get. You look at that playoff run. Who played the Buccaneers the toughest?
Clearly, they're gonna say it was Washington. Hands down. It was Washington because every other game they blew past every team by at least 2 tutties, and then they made it to the Super Bowl. We were the only team that kept them to 1 possession, like literally that whole entire game. Honestly, the Bucs went into that mindset. It's Washington. They ain't nobody. We gonna get them out of the way. It is what it is. They were rattled. Brady and them was like scared when they hit. Like, bro, they came to play today. Like, oh crap. But look what happened the season after. I know it wasn't a playoff game, but look what we did. We beat the Bucs the next season at home.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So what are they talking about?
We were 9-7 when we won the division. 9-7. We won 7 games last year. But in 2020, we won 9 games. Right? We won 9 games in 2020.
Right.
Yeah. So, but man, all right, man. Let's go. Man, I'm burning up in my suit right now. I'm talking about. I'm burning up right now. All right. All right.
He won a division of 7-9.
Huh?
He won a division of 7-9 that year.
Oh, 7-9. Okay.
It was 7-9. I thought it was 9.
Yeah, we won.
It's on the worst playoff team. We the worst playoff team that got blown out by the Super Bowl champions. Ain't like we played the Super Bowl champions.
Playoffs. Scariest team in the playoffs.
Like, come on, man. All right, cool. All right, 7-9. All right. So let's do this. All right. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's very important, y'all. We're really trying to get us to 1,000 subscribers. Also, share this video with somebody that y'all know. Send it to some more Commanders fans, and send it to more NFC East fans, man. I want to hear y'all comments. I want to see y'all thoughts, and have them come on and watch with us live. And then, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So we down to the final stretch. All right, the final stretch. We're gonna go down to the last question we got right here for y'all. So the last one, I'm gonna have you, Mark. I'm gonna circle around back with you. All right. So give us your expectations, man, for this division for the Commanders. Where you see us finishing in this division?
So I've got us finishing like second or first. I mean, well, I'm gonna say second because I think that it's gonna come down to the end of the season, but it's second. I think Dallas might finish first, and the Eagles might be third. I mean, they probably be third. Giants fourth, maybe. Eagles might end up fourth. Believe it or not, they one injury away from it, but it's yeah. I mean, yeah, we second, 10 or 11 wins. We're gonna have a good season this year. The defense is gonna step up a lot. I think the defense is gonna do a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So, man.
Hey, real quick, all right. I'm on bad, y'all. I'm like, this is good because it's killing time, but I gotta respond to these comments. This dude is talking the most, right? We had a quarterback issue. Do y'all know that since Kirk Cousins, we started 10 quarterbacks?
11.
Since Kirk Cousins?
11.
No, Wentz is 11-1, right? He's 11-1.
Mm-hmm.
Wentz is 11-1.
Mm-hmm.
We started 10 quarterbacks. When Lamar Jackson got hurt last year, what happened?
They ain't won a game.
They ain't won a game. Nope.
I don't think they won a game.
They were the number one seed when he got hurt.
They got one. They had one, but that's it.
Listen, they were the number one seed when he got hurt and became the worst team in the division.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take away all y'all is talking, you take away Dak Prescott, what happened when he got hurt?
They folded. They folded.
They came last in the division. They were last in the division. Last. So when we lose our quarterback, we make a playoffs at 7-9, which is better than what the Ravens did without their quarterback and the Cowboys did without their quarterback. And it's better what the Eagles did with their quarterbacks. So my whole thing is, huh?
We lost the starter last year. We lost Fitzpatrick the first half of the season.
Right.
We lost the starter last year.
They did the very first game of the season.
They quarterback go down. Like, seriously. Like, we're not the most. Come on, we're deep. Every last one of our players has been injured, and every last one of them stepped up. Especially at 7-9. We were 7-9, yeah, but all the players that played stepped up.
This dude said the Washington Browns.
Wow.
The Browns won a playoff game more recent than anybody in our division, so I'm cool with that. I'll take the Browns right now. I'm talking about, but go ahead, Mike. When you see us finishing the division.
Again, like I said earlier, either one or two, 10 or 11 wins, at least maybe 9. I'm just being realistic. I mean, if we have a worst case scenario, 9 wins, but 1 or 2 in the division. Either we're going to host a game in the playoffs or we're going to be on the road in a wild card. I don't see nothing lesser than that. I mean, in my eyes, if it's lesser than that, then this was a failure for this season. So, but I feel like Washington is actually going to shock a lot of teams. Everybody just hating just because, we're the new team, new identity. They can't understand the fact of seeing the Commanders, dominating, like they supposed to be. So, the divisions need to be on the lookout. We're going to take this by storm. It's about to be a good season.
They're hating because they live in the DMV. That's why they're hating.
Yeah.
They don't hate Denver fans. But
I
grew up around all Washington fans, and you don't like Washington, you hate Washington. I understand. So I hate the Dolphins. I live here. I live in South Florida. I hate the Dolphins. So it's wherever you live at. You hear a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, I can understand the hate. But come on, man. Be real. You can't give some players excuses and then don't give the other players excuses. You got to talk about why somebody doing this or their situation happened when this happened. But we had that same situation. We don't get that type of excuse. Y'all don't neither. No other team get that type of excuse. Y'all got to step up. The players got to step up. Our players got to step up every year. We've been getting injured every year. We ain't had a quarterback every year. Since Kirk Cousins, we ain't have a quarterback. Played a full season.
Yeah.
He played most games. He played 15. He ain't even played the full season. He only played 16. He ain't played the full season. It's just because they live in the DMV. Because there's no way logically, think about it, there's no
But
way
look,
that we can't get
Right,
the
there's
same.
no way.
but Mark, though, here's my thing. Do y'all know this is online? This is a recorded video, right? So all these comments y'all saying 1-16. When we win 2 games, I'm gonna pull this up right here. All right, I'm gonna pull this up when we win 2 games. When we win 9 games, I'm pulling this up right here. All right, do y'all know this is a recorded video? This is not just a text group. All right,
Yeah, let
this is a
Lamar go.
recorded video. So
Let Lamar go down. They win in 3 games. That's it.
let
Maybe.
them.
Lamar go down. 3 games.
Bro, I don't even have them even winning their division.
I don't
It's
know.
still gonna go through the Bengals.
Let him,
It's still going
if
through
he
the
go
Bengals.
down, if he go down week 1, they're gonna have the top 5 pick in the draft. If he go down week 1, it won't happen with us though.
Right.
But our team is terrible. You feel me? That's what I'm like. They just it don't make sense. The logic doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah. So what I think in the division we'll finish, right? So look, let me talk about everybody else. Cowboys, you know, I do like we can't say Dak is the best QB in our division. I'll get Dak that because Dak is more. He has an intangibles. He does. Now Wentz could. I believe Wentz is second, and it's a close second. You know, I do believe that because one thing about Dak Prescott, before he had all these shiny toys, he was living off Zeke Elliott, and then out of nowhere, he ended up with one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. So I'm not sure how Dak would look without that, because without that, he was just a good game manager, but he had the intangibles. And Dak at times will fold too. All right, he'll fold too. And then Jalen Hurts. So it's nobody in that division that has a dominant quarterback, but Dak is the best. And a lot of times you got to pick the best quarterback. Normally that how it rolls when it comes to winning the division. So when I look at our situation, once again, you take away our quarterbacks, we have one of the top 2 rosters in the division, in my opinion. Right? We got great skill players, a lot of stuff, and we have a good coach as far as coach wise. Mike McCarthy. Does anybody on this panel, forget the panel, anybody in the comments, right, watching this show, trust Mike McCarthy? The answer is no. All right. The Eagles have a second-year coach. He did a good job in the second half of the season. I will give him that. But once again, their quarterback is Jalen Hurts, who is unproven. So everything we're saying about Jalen Hurts is ifs. He might. We hope this happens. It was nothing proven. So everything's off a gut feeling when it comes to him. And then Daniel Jones. I don't think nobody's worried about the Giants and their whole situation. So we're going to just keep them out of the conversation. So I see us finishing top 2 in the division. I think that we are going to go 4-2 in division. We're going to sweep the Giants and split with the Eagles, split with the Cowboys. I believe that the Eagles will go 3-3. I think everybody's going to sweep the Giants. I don't think Giants going to be nobody this year. And I think that the Eagles are going to get swept by the Cowboys, and they're going to split with us. And what's that? Well, yeah, that's 3. They'll go 3-3, and the Cowboys will go 5-1. I think they'll have the best record in the division. The Cowboys' issue, though, outside of our division, they have the toughest schedule. They have the toughest schedule outside of our division. So that's where I think they're going to fall at. So, but I got us finishing top 2 in our division. I'm not going to give how many wins we're going to get yet because nothing's set in stone yet. I don't know for sure. I do have an idea, but I'm going to wait until right after the preseason, I'm going to give y'all my final prediction of our wins. But I got us being top 2 in the division. Top 2.
Megan is right. Ravens fans are too cocky. They're too cocky for a team to make the playoffs. They're too cocky.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
they lose their quarterback. I don't care how good their defense is.
It's good though, because when the Washington Commanders actually live up to the hype, right? Then it's all receipts right here. That's why I like it. It's all receipts. So look, let's throw in another question. I know we got 10 minutes left. I know that we didn't plan for this. Out of everybody in the division, what would y'all? I want y'all to rank the wide receiver core for each team. Well, who has?
Are you talking about the division?
Yeah, I want you to not the core. I want y'all to rate the wide receivers. Like let's say the top 3 receivers in order in our division. What would y'all say?
I would say, in the division. I would say definitely I would put Scary Terry up there. And you said overall within the division, right? So I would go Terry, AJ Brown, CD Lamb, Devontae Smith.
You said who?
I like what you said. Devontae Smith is a lot better than what people think he is, and like I do like him from the Eagles.
Me too.
He is a dog. He's gonna be a lot better. He's a number one receiver, really, in my eyes. So I mean, AJ Brown gonna end up being a number two receiver.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is really. I feel like he's that guy that like that's the receiver that they failed on the draft picks of the receivers. I don't think they failed with him though. Like he's really good. They first round, I should say, receivers, but yeah, he's really good. So I mean, especially the season he just had with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. So like I think I might put him up. Well, CD Lamb and CD Lamb. So yeah, you're right.
Right.
But like I did want to say something. I did want to give him his flowers. Devontae, he's really good. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, and then after that, I mean, then we can throw in. I mean, I can't even put Curtis Samuel up there in like a top 10 for if we were going through a whole list of receivers. It's just because I don't know what we're going to get out of him. They say he's healthy, but is he really healthy? I mean, my man just suffered a slight hamstring injury, and they not really practicing him. I get it. It's still the beginning of the training camp, so everything is just beginning. But it's just like, bruh, you just had a nagging groin injury. Now you got this hamstring injury. Like, what's really good? What are you doing? Like, what's good? What's good with you? So like, I can't really put Curtis Samuel up there in like a top 10 bracket if we doing just within the division. But I mean, I guess add some of them giant receivers in there. I don't know. But no, that would be my 4. I mean, that's my top 4,
But they just got to stay healthy. Like, the receivers just got to stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I agree with but the receivers.
Thank you.
Because they got some good players out there, but it's just like they can't stay healthy. Like Kadarius Toney is, I think he's a pretty good receiver. He just got to stay healthy. So, yeah.
So you named your top 5, Mark?
No, I agree. My top 5 is the same as I would say Terry McLaurin number 1, AJ Brown 2. I like CD Lamb and Devontae Adams. It's like I like Devontae Adams, man. Like my favorite.
Yes,
Devontae Adams ain't in this division.
Not Devontae Adams.
Smith.
Is this something I ain't know about? Talking about that.
I'm sorry. Not the one I'm talking about from the Eagles.
I hope he ain't out division talking about.
Yeah, Devontae Smith. I really like him. I would like, me personally, I take Devontae Smith over CeeDee Lamb 4. And 5, I would say people that's in the division that's actually playing.
Right. That's the
I would say Gallup.
Say Gallup?
Yeah, I would say Gallup.
Yeah. Me, I would say McLaurin is better than AJ Brown. But I think somebody said AJ is the number 1 receiver in our division. No, he's not. AJ Brown played with Tannehill. McLaurin played with, I had to say, 10 quarterbacks. All right, 10 quarterbacks. And AJ Brown had Derrick Henry in the backfield, so everybody was up in the box when they played them. Terry McLaurin has been a one-man show since he's been in the league. All right, so I got Scary Terry, and he caught the most contested balls. That's nothing to brag about. That mean that you you're the focal point like a lot. Like you getting double constantly every single game. So I'll say Scary to number 1, AJ Brown 2. I'll say CD 3rd. I would say Devontae 4th. Believe it or not, I believe Devontae will be better than AJ Brown eventually. That's my opinion. I think he'll eventually be better. And then next I will have Gallup, and then that's my top 5 right there. That's 5. My top 5 right there. So yeah.
So we all agree. No John receivers is in that top 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're not. They got some good skill receivers though. They're just not like elite. They don't have an elite receiver yet. So that's what I got. All right, cool. So let's wrap this up. All right, this was a good. I feel like it went by really fast.
I need more comments.
Yeah. I'm just looking at these comments, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Comments, man. I like the comments, man. I like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that trash talk, man. I love that
like
trash
it.
talk. That $4, yeah.
Smith Brown signed.
Are y'all talking okay? And receiving
Kadarius
yards,
Toney.
Julio is not getting 1,000 receiving yards this year.
He got to stay healthy.
Are you talking about Russian too? Probably. All right, so so we're gonna wrap this up. So like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also share this video. Once we end this video, you're gonna go back and watch it again. It will be on YouTube immediately. So share with somebody that you know that love the NFC East, love the Commanders. All right, love football. Also, we appreciate you for using that comment section. You know, I mean, it got me boiling hot. I'm gonna have to, cool down after this show. You know, I'm gonna have to cool down a little bit. All right. So, but also, guys, tomorrow we're doing the Cowboys. That's gonna be interesting. All right, because we had
Lord.
we had Coach Coombs.
Blasphemy with that team.
He was supposed to come on with us and be the non-Commanders guy, but he couldn't make it. All right, so this wasn't by design to get all Commanders on. He was actually supposed to be on. Hit me up last minute, say he couldn't make it, which is fine. But tomorrow we will have some Dallas people on the panel. We got my man Tomo. He's sitting in the comments. He gave my man Trey McClellan some love. All right. Also, we got Donnell, my man Donnell. All right. He actually a Cowboy fan. He's going to be on, and we might have a potential third person on there. But I will be the non-Cowboy person. Trust me. I will be the unbiased Cowboy fan on there. All right.
I'm blowing up every comment.
I'm in the comment section for real.
I will be the unbiased I will be the unbiased Cowboy fan. You can trust me on that one. All right.
I don't hate the Cowboys as much as the Eagles now, though.
Right.
It's like I could talk a little nicer about the Cowboys, but I hate the
Eagles. So he's saying boo to his own Cowboy. That's nice. All right. So all right, cool. So we're gonna end it with some last words. We're gonna start with you, Mark, then you, Mike, and we're gonna end this.
All right, man. I was here for the comments. So yeah, man, Joe, thank you for having me on, man. This is great. I love talking about watching the football team, the Commanders, whatever you want to call it. I love talking about this team, man. So thank you for the opportunity. So that's it. Thank you, though. Let's get it.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, man, Joe, man, it's an honor to be on here once again. It's been a long time, since Super Bowl week. I'm looking forward to, the regular season kicks off. We can do this again. Keep doing what you're doing, man. This is a blessing what you're doing. I watch you more than First Take and a little bit of Undisputed. So most definitely, man, it was an honor being on here. Hopefully I can do this again sometime.
Awesome. Appreciate that. We really do appreciate that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.